50-yard line. In motion goes Santos. They come back on a little counter. Got a little room. It's Tillett. Let's see if he can get around the corner, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. It's going to be
close.
It's going to be real close to the first down. First down marker is at the 32-yard line. Looks like Tillett's going to get to, looks like about the 35-yard line. So South Summit got a decision to make. 4th and 3, ball at the 35-yard line. Punting's really not an option, I would say, here. There's possibility of only netting 15. I think it's a safe bet. South Summit will be going for it right here.
And this will answer a lot of questions. There are questions going into the season about our line and our line play and what's it going to do. And here's the first test for them right now.
They've been doing really well here. They're going to hand off to Averett. Averett's going to be close.
Got it.
You get Averett falling forward, and it's going to be real close. As Averett got tripped up, he fell forward. And they're going to measure it. That yard marker is exactly at the 32-yard line. That ball, if that nose is across, that's going to be a close one.
That's going to be a close one. Hey, we are up and online and live now, going out via YouTube all over the world.
A lot of options to watch this game as well and to listen to this game. So thanks for joining us. South Summit now finding their way offensively. Need a good mark right here, a good spot. On 4th down, nope, not going to get it. That chain kept going. So South Summit just about 3-4 inches short. I thought Averett had it.
I did too. I thought on his second effort he got over by at least the length of the ball.
So Miners get a stop on 4th down as each team now has held the other on a 4th down play. That's a big one for Park City. South Summit was marching again. Could have been down 2 scores. Their defense gets them back in on the offensive side of the ball, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Miners at the South Summit 32-yard line. Big center there for Park City. Eli Alford anchoring that offensive line as Moritz in the shotgun again. Looks like a little bit of confusion as they look like they're missing a guy, and now flags come flying. And that could have been possibly delay or not enough men on the field. As now they're looking for a lineman. It's pretty hard to miss a lineman. If somebody's in trouble, as it looks like the left guard. Nope, they're going to pick it up. Park City called timeout. Ooh, not sure why they didn't call one there. All right, Moritz in the shotgun. He's looking left. He's under pressure. He's going to be taken down, sacked. Yes, who's on the pile right there?
56.
56.
81, we've got Matt Brady in there.
And number 1, Ethan Miles, 56. Logan Walsh.
Oh, that can't be Logan.
No.
I must have seen
66. Is that Costona?
Yeah, Costona. Costona, so it was the front 3.
Excellent.
Made that.
Great job as they're going to pick up no yardage on the play as Moritz able to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 2nd now and 10. Now a little drop play up down to number 32. And that is Grayson Maddox. Costona in on the play.
And number 27.
And number 27, that is Luke Sidaway on the play as well. So it's going to bring up 3rd and long. He loses a yard. It'll be 3rd and 11. So Moritz in a passing situation. See if South Summit brings some pressure. A little bit of play. As number 34 for Park City, Chandler Barkdale was going on a little post route, and their feet got tied up a little bit. Looked like Daxton Hansen. And unfortunately, they'll call the penalty. Tripped up right there. Looked quite incidental to me, but they call it on the South Summit Wildcats. That'll be a 1st down for Park City, and that'll give Park City a continuation of this drive. I don't think the ball was going to be caught as it was sailing over his head. So another fortunate break on a tough penalty for South Summit. Had some big penalties here lately.
Yeah, and early last season, that was what plagued us last year, too, was some of these penalties and situations where we had the opportunity to sort of take control of the game, and we let teams hang around and stay close with penalties and our mistakes. So we've got to clean that up.
Moritz now, a little quick pass out the left-hand side. Averett hustling out there on the play. So Colby Averett on a nice play from that linebacker spot. He read that play the whole way, tripped him up. He holds him to a minimal gain. It'll be second and close to 10.
Yeah, veteran defense is it's showing. You know, as they move out and they pursue in groups.
Well, you could just see Colby reading that right down. We're looking at bird's eye view here of this football right down the line, and Averett picked that up all the way. He sold out, got the play as it was happening, and this time they're going to go up the middle to number 32, Maddox. And Maddox is tripped up. 32 Averett on the play again right there.
We're getting green jerseys 2-3 yards in their backfield on almost every snap.
So it'll bring up 3rd and 13. Ball now is pushed back to the 43-yard line as South Summit D is making it hard on Park City right here. Be 3rd and long. And Moritz now with 3 men to the right, 1 to the left. He's got 1 tailback to help. He's looking to pass, and Moritz under pressure. Brady there turns him back inside. Good job. Ball throws. It pops out. It's South Summit football.
Number 32.
Averett gets the fumble on a nice hit there by a couple of defenders for South Summit. It'll be a turnover to the Wildcats, and South Summit will take over at the 46-yard line. So good turnover there on a nice hit by the South Summit D. As you said, Brady turned Moritz back in the center of the field into the teeth of that South Summit defense. They collapsed on him hard. Popped that ball out. It dropped right into Averett's hands. First down, South Summit. Jones now is going to roll to his left. He's out to Santos. Santos catches it, gets out of bounds. He's at the 40-yard line. He'll pick up about 6.
About 6 on that play.
Number 11 for Park City on the tackle, Harrison Wakefield. It'll be 4 yards to go to the first down. Ball's at the 40.
They're giving Santos an awful lot of space out there.
Santos had a lot of action this
He's got about a 5-yard cushion when he goes out to catch that ball.
And those are easy passes for Jones. And Santos does a good job in the open field. And he now goes in motion, and he's going to hand it off up the center. That's Averett. Good hard yardage. He's going to pick up the first down. He'll pick up about 7 or 8. Ball's across the 35 to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, South Summit. Averett's gone the whole way here on offense as he needs 20, 25, 30 carries a night. He gets those. South Summit's going to be tough to beat, as rarely ever does he come down with negative yardage. And Jones is going to keep this time. He stumbles for a couple, cuts it up. He's not going to get a couple. It's going to be maybe a half yard.
Yeah, it looked like he slipped when he went to plant it. You know, it's been raining. It was a pretty steady rain for an hour before this game played, and on this newer turf, it can get a little slick.
So 2nd and long for South Summit. Jones has had some good yardage. Averett's had good yardage. Tillett's had good yardage, as well as Santos. So carrying the load there for the South Summit offense. This young South Summit line's done well. Jones cuts it back. Good yardage this time. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 good yards out across to the 29-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and short for the Wildcats.
Jones plays so low, it must be difficult to get a read on him for the opposing linebackers. He's down in that crouch. When he came off that corner, I could barely see him with our own linemen kind of moving around him.
He's pretty sneaky as well with that football, and he's low. He finds some holes. He darts in them, picks up good yardage. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. Averett again, the lone back behind Jones in motion. There's a jump on the right tackle for South Summit. And that's number
78?
50.
No.
51. Colton Crawford. The right tackle there jumps just a hair early. So he'll push it back 5 yards, and that'll bring up now what was 3rd and 5 is now 3rd and 10. Ball at the 35. They got to get just across the 25-yard line. So penalties for these Wildcats. Getting a bit costly. 6:30 left in this second quarter. South Summit still leads 6-0. Certainly would like to get another score on the board here. Get a 2-possession ball game. In motion goes Santos. They're going to come back to the counter until it's got room again. He's up across, and he's going to be real close to the first down as Tillett, nice spark up the center of the field, and he's going to look like he'll pick up the first down, about 11, 12-yard gain.
There's no question on our line on that one. They blocked that one perfectly.
Yeah, that counter's been a nice go-to play as they send the motion man in right to get that defense shifting.
And then the defense, and then our linemen seal as the defense comes back, and it's nothing but a lane.
They
for
push
Tillett.
him hard right. Tillett comes back underneath him left. Now they go pitch left, and Tillett's got some good room again. He's close to the corner. He's trying to get around it, unable to get the corner, but picks up good yardage.
He's about the 10-yard line.
About the 10-yard line. He's going to pick up about 14, and the tackler on the play was number 1 for Park City, Ian Moritz, the quarterback. So it's close to 1st and goal, and they will mark it. Ooh, it's too bad it wasn't at the 11. It's nice to get another first down, but it's going to be about as far as you can go on a goal line. 1st and 10, 1st and goal at the 10-yard line for South Summit. Santos in motion. They go up underneath to Averett. Averett runs over one man. A flag comes flying in. That might be a face mask because Averett got hit pretty hard, and a nice tackle there by the defender for Park City. So flag on the ground. We'll see what it is. Illegal shift on South Summit. So that'll move it back 5. It'll make it 1st and goal from the 15. I wish I had a count of how many penalties we had. There's got to be close to 10 already. 3 or 4 just on this drive. South Summit doing a good job of maintaining possession, but it hasn't been easy.
We're making the field awful long, that's for sure.
It's been a lot of yardage going in the wrong direction. South Summit now 1st and 15. Come with a little tighter set this time. 2-man to the right. South Summit, the back going in motion. They pitch it out to him. He's got a little room. He's going to cut it back, and he's finding good seams, good yardage there for Santos. He's going to pick up a good chunk of it right there. Probably looks like about 9 yards as he cut it up inside. Number 53 for Park City on the tackle.
Once Santos moves to his north-south, he's really moving. He's really showcasing his speed.
So good yards there by the senior, having a great first half. Catching the ball as well as running the ball. Be nice to see if we can get a point on the board here with an extra point on a touchdown. Let's see if we can't punch it in. 2nd and 7 as now Jones goes to Averett. There it is. Averett scores his first touchdown of many more to come in this 2014 season as Averett hard running right up the center. Good blocking again on that offensive line. Doing a good job as Averett had little trouble finding the end zone, and South Summit puts up 6 more points. It's a 12-0 lead. And this South Summit offense now starting to wear down this defense on the Minor side. 2 consecutive long drives in this first half. And now burning a lot of clock and moving the ball up and down this field. They'll try the extra point. Now they're going to go for 2 to try to get it to 14. So 2-point conversion here. Ty Jones will stay in as quarterback. And they're going to go hard up. Averett's trying to find his way in, and Averett punches his way in again. 2 consecutive runs right up the middle for Averett. And nice job there by the South Summit offense. 14-0 lead. South Summit out to a 2-score advantage. It's a 5:05 left in this second quarter. South Summit leading by 2 touchdowns. All right, Harley Georgie back to kick for the 3rd time for South Summit. Had a booming kick the last time, a little shorter this time. It's going to land about the 10-yard line. Be nice if it could settle in right there. It's picked up, and now South Summit will try to get something going on this return, and he's drugged down there by, nice job, number 1, Ethan Miles. Great job for South Summit tracking the play down, as it was a good kick as it died right about the 10-yard line. Park City man didn't know whether to try to let it roll out. It decided to stay in. He had to pick it up, tried to go the left side of the field. Miles drags him down. It'll be 1st and 10 Miners at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, sometimes a good squib kick will pay off. Wasn't quite a squib, but it was squibbly.
Absolutely. Little squibbly. I got Mr. Greiner and Mr. Camp providing some good commentary for us, so tag teaming it a little bit. As up the middle goes number 1, Moritz. He's hit there by number 66, Chris Castona. Nice tackle there from Castona there in the inside interior of that defensive line for South Summit. Picks up 1. It'll bring up now 2nd and 9 from the 21.
Yeah, having that athletic front line that are quick to recover, they help out our defense quite a bit.
All right, 2nd long for the Miners. He goes in motion. Now he comes back to a little drop pass. Ooh, nice play there by Park City. Unable to execute it. Number 35 for the Miners was wide open across the middle. James Loyens unable to get Moritz there. So we got a South Summit man down right at the 20-yard line.
Looks like Angel.
And that would be a tough break there. Any of our guys to get hurt this early in the season, obviously. We'll take a break because it's going to be a minute trying to get him off the field. So we'll come back. Hopefully we'll have good news. He's just banged up a little bit. Nothing serious. South Summit leading 14-0. 4:22 left in the second quarter. Looks like Hunter Angel, good news. They work him over there a little bit, got it loosened up. He's up, bouncing off a little bit. So good news for South Summit as Hunter Angel, one of the experienced linemen for South Summit, and plays a huge role both on the offensive and the defensive side for South Summit. So good news for the Wildcats. Going to be 3rd and 9 for Park City, deep in their own territory. Ball around the 20. Moritz is back to pass, little screen pass, almost picked off. As read very well there. Who's that
Ethan
man?
Miles broke it up.
Ethan Miles read that screen pass, jumped right on it, almost intercepted. If he had, he'd have walked right into the end zone. Great play there by Miles. It'll bring up 4th down, and Park City will have to punt. Miles, great job there. He's been in a lot of tackles. Nice athleticism on a defensive lineman as he's got some speed and some size. Great job there by the senior defensive end. And the soccer-style kick now as he waits for his men to get downfield. He boots it. Deep one, and it's going to go right at Santos. Santos decides to let it go. It'll be South Summit football at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. 4 minutes left in this second quarter. It'd be great if South Summit could march one more time down the field, go up 3 scores. So South Summit doing a great job on both ends of the field. Defense did a great job getting the turnover there again on the punt. And the offense has been rolling these last few possessions, so let's keep it going right here.
We got the big play potential on South Summit, so maybe they can break one before half.
A lot of speed, a lot of power. We'll see what they do. Jones now under pressure. He's going to get tripped up, and a nice play there by the Park City defense. Number 35 on the sack for Park City, Jonas Loyens. So good job on pursuit there by Park City. It'll lose about 9 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and long. Not the way South Summit wants to start that possession.
Now Santos broke free right when he needed to, but Jones didn't see him in time.
3:31 left in the second quarter. Clock continuing to roll. South Summit in no hurry. At a minimal, wants to give the ball back with not much time to Park City. See if they can't get something going. There's the counter again. Santos, good yardage. He's going to get up to about the original line of scrimmage. On the play for Park City, number 27, Josh Pellegrin. 27 got a nice tackle. It'll be up 3rd and 9 for South Summit. We're at the 3-minute mark. And it'd be nice if they could get a first down right here as Halen Rockhill comes out wide to the left. Ty Jones gets the snap. He goes off to Averett, and Averett gets a couple, but not much room. Good job on Park City, shutting South Summit down on a 3-and-out. Park City will get one more chance for this half. 2:40 left, and by the time this thing winds down, Park City's going to have about 2 minutes. See if they can't get something going offensively, as their chance to score early on was turned back on a 4th down play by South Summit.
It was a pretty solid defensive stand for Park City here on this series.
Yes, it was. Nice sack to start it off. You get somebody down 2nd and 20. It's tough to get going. And now back to punt for the Wildcats. A little bit of a short punt or a short kick.
Ooh, he got a piece of it. That
straight
was
up into
straight
the
up
air.
blocked.
And dropped. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
And a lot of stuff going on that play.
it's a Park City ball.
Woo! As the punt went straight up into the air, it was behind the line of scrimmage, and a Park City man come under it. Looked like he was trying to fair catch the thing. Drops it. It goes down to his feet. Could have been disastrous for the Miners, but fortunately he's able to get on top of it for Park City, and it'll be 1st and 10. Good break there for the Miners, and that just took about 40 yards of offense they needed to take on this last drive. 2:02 left. Deep inside the Wildcat territory at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was a block, Cody. I think he got a piece of that ball.
So now a nice run there off the side. It'll be inside around the 20. In comes a flag. Looks like it
that's
might
gonna
be
be
a
on
face
Hanson.
mask. As
Horse
his head
collar,
got
I
turned
think.
around, horse collar or the back of the helmet, one of the two. It's going to be
Face
a
mask.
face mask, personal foul. They're going to add more to that run. So this game has switched real quickly, as Park City now will march their way close to about the 10-yard line.
Last thing we want to do is give them a touchdown to go into halftime with.
Yeah, we're talking about seeing if they can't get the 3rd score for the Wildcats. Next thing we know, Park City's got the ball at the South Summit 11-yard line, so they'll get a chance to get a, let's see if, yeah, they're going to pull the chain, so they'll have a chance to get a 1st down just outside of the goal line. So 1:54, it'll be a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. South Summit's got to come up big with defense again, see if they can keep Park City out of the end zone in this first half. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 for Park City. Ball's at the 11-yard line. They got 1:54 left in this first half to try to get on the scoreboard. Park City would like nothing better than to put a touchdown here. As Moritz trying to go out wide left, and he misses the mark by a few yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. 1:50 left in the second half.
Yeah, Ethan Miles
second quarter.
Ethan Miles got a tip on that ball.
Did he?
Yep. He reached up and tipped it from his position. He did a nice job. And it took the pace off the ball and made the ball out of
Beautiful play, as Miles been in on a lot of plays.
Yeah, we've been saying his name quite a bit.
Yeah, he's been involved in a lot. Across that front, you got Miles. You got 55, Jared Blazard. You got Castona. And we'll try to get a few more names of those interior linemen as they go with 4-man, 5-man front this time. And Moritz in the shotgun. A lot of pressure. He's going to be brought down by a couple of men. Ball on the ground. It's torn out as South Summit stood Moritz up. Got their hands in on the ball. Jerked it out. Brady in there, as well as Miles and others. And it's going to be turnover to South Summit. Jared Blazard in there as well.
Moritz is a bit shaken up on this play, too.
Yeah, Moritz was slow to get up, and
He's
Moritz plays both ends. And that'd be a huge break, as he's obviously shaken up on that play as he was hit hard. Ball was knocked out, and so here we go. South Summit, 1:45, another chance to score. South Summit getting another big turnover deep in their own territory, keeping Park City scoreless again.
We got three green jerseys behind their line of scrimmage causing absolute mayhem.
All right, pitch over to Tillett. Tillett making his way outside. He's going to run out of bounds. Nice decision by Tillett. Stops the clock. He's going to pick up about 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Number 11 for Park City on the tackle. That is Harrison Wakefield in on the tackle. So it'll bring up now 2nd and 4, 1:38 left. So South Summit's probably going to fill this out a little bit, see what they want to do. They certainly don't want to give the ball back at all with 1:38 left. They're either going to run it out or score, hopefully, one of the two. See if we can't get a big play pop through with some of this speed. In motion goes Santos. They're going to come up underneath to Tillett again. Tillett's only going to pick up 4 this time, but he will get the first down, so that'll momentarily stop the clock. Number 27 for Park City, Pellegrin, and number 55 in on the tackle as well. That's Parker Shea. So first down South Summit. It winds after they move the chains. Minute 27 left in this first half. South Summit leading 14-0. In motion Santos again. And now Ty Jones had a hard time faking the snap, pulling it back out. He did get it off, fortunately. So Averett, was it Averett that had the ball? Yeah, it was. Great. I thought Jones still had it, so good job by Averett.
Yeah, Jones paid the option quarterback price on that one. He,
I thought he still had the ball.
He got driven in the turf like he had the ball.
So Averett picks up 3. 57 seconds left on the clock, and it's grinding. South Summit not in a real big hurry. Content to let this thing march, because now Jones looking to pass. He goes over to a wide-open Tillett. Tillett catches it, goes out of bounds. He's close to the first down. Nice ball there by Ty Jones. Good catch by Tillett. Ball goes out of bounds. First down out to the 42. Clock will stop with 43 seconds left as they move the chains. Tillett got out of bounds. Number 11 on the stop for Park City. Harrison Wakefield's had a lot of action on that right-hand side of the defense for the Miners.
I think in the second half we're going to see a lot more plays like we just saw to Aaron Tillett.
There's Isaac Tillett again on the catch. Yeah, just a little out.
On that seam, yeah.
Yep,
It seems like they're having trouble both sides.
So Tillett picks up about 7 on the pass from Jones. 30 seconds and counting. South Summit's going to have to hurry or call a timeout here. One of the two. 25 and counting. As Jones quickly gets up to the line or to the ball. He's got another man down low. It's Miles. It's falling short. Nothing hurt there as you needed. The clock stopped anyway. It'll bring up second down and 10. Ball at the 49-yard line. Still in South Summit territory. 19 seconds left. Third down and short. So South Summit now is going to have to get some good yardage on this play if they want. Probably need to get inside the 30, 25 to be able to try a legitimate field goal. So they need a 25, 30 yards right here to get themselves into some good field goal yardage. 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats. A couple plays left in this first half. Jones is rolling left. He's got a man, he's going deep, and it's way overthrown. That'll stop the clock now. 4th and 3 with 13 seconds left. And a couple things you could do here. You probably will want to punt. You could drop back, try to run for a minute, and throw yourself a Hail Mary, throw it down the field. Chances are it's either picked off, clock runs out, but I'm not sure he could scramble for 13 seconds. So interesting decision here for Coach Parker. He's going to take a timeout, it looks like, to discuss it over. We'll take one as well. 13 seconds left in this second quarter. South Summit leading 14-0. All right, 4th down. Looks like South Summit is going to try to do something offensively as Jones is going to roll around. He's going to throw a deep ball. It's going to fall incomplete. They burned only 5 seconds as Jones didn't have much time to scramble, so that'll give 8 seconds to Park City. That'll give them 1 at the most, or 2 at the most, maybe 1 play, a chance to throw it up a little bit, maybe try something tricky.
It looked like they got the wires crossed a little bit on that one, and Santos broke on the inside, and the pass was out on the outside. It looked like that happened on the play before, too. Again, first game of the season, just getting started, and you can expect that sort of thing.
I know, based on our last punt, not feeling real confident in hiking that ball 15 yards hard back, because block punt back for 6 wouldn't go over well here.
No.
So 8.6 seconds left for Park City. And Moritz is going to try one across the middle. And it's he had some running room, too. That's Harley Georgie. Read the ball very well from that linebacker spot. And he had some running room. Started running before he caught it, but makes a nice play. It'll be down to 1 play for Park City. 4.4 seconds left. See what kind of a arm Moritz has. His ball's at midfield. See if he can get it into this end zone.
Harley just kind of reacted to that one and kind of caught it cross-handed. When he went to tuck it away, he just fumbled it out. It was just a good reaction on his part to even get a hand on the ball.
Broke on the ball very well. We got 4 men deep for South Summit in a prevent. And so knock it down. Don't knock it up. Here we go, Moritz. 1 play left, 4.4 seconds. They're going to go on a little short route, see if they can't make something happen offensively on that left side. Nothing there. He'll pick up 5 or 6. And with that, this first half will end with South Summit leading 14-0. And I would say for a first half of a season against a pretty good Big 3 AA team, we'll take it as South Summit gets 2 touchdowns. They lead 14-0. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Enjoy some halftime entertainment put on by the South Summit students. And we'll bring you third quarter action here in about 12, 13 minutes. Thanks for joining us. South Summit leading Park City at halftime, 14-0. About 4 minutes left in this halftime as South Summit leads 14-0. Had a nice first half, not a perfect first half by any means, but a good first half as they've had some good drives, had a few too many penalties, put some nice plays together, and have done a great job of keeping Park City out of the end zone. As Park City's had the ball inside the South Summit 20 a couple of times, and South Summit's come up with turnovers, one on downs, one on a fumble. South Summit's got some good offensive yardage. They've got to be close to 200, 250 yardage. A few penalties have kept them from scoring a few more points, but all in all, a nice start to this South Summit football season here in 2014. Let's go over a few scores that are of interest in the 2A area. North Summit having their way with Altamont, 34-0 lead over the Longhorns. North Sevier with a big halftime lead over ALA, 35-6. As we move our way down, Beaver hanging right with Canyon View, leading 13-12 with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Enterprise leading Diamond Ranch 12-0 at halftime. Summit Academy beating Emory 21-0. Summit Academy looks like they may be much improved this year. South Sevier leading Gunnison 16-0 at the end of one. Richfield beating Kanab 6-0 at halftime. Parowan over Milford 27-0 at halftime. Juab beating Millard 14-0. Manti beating Mountain View 14-12. San Juan beating Monticello 12-7. It looks like a good game down in Monticello. And so a lot of stuff going on around 2A, and it's fun to get back into the football season. Not too excited about the weather we know that'll be coming here in 3 or 4 months, but time to enjoy some good fall weather. Has picked up some raining a little bit, and it's a little chilly out there for many of these fans, but a good turnout on opening night despite the weather. We'll be back in about a minute and a half with the kickoff on the second half as South Summit's leading by 2 touchdowns, 14-0, and we'll be back with third quarter action. All right, we're back to action here. Third quarter action for South Summit. Opening game of the season. South Summit leading 14-0 on a good first half by the South Summit group coming out of the first game of the season.
You know, they may be opening, but we got a couple teams that are already underway. The soccer team, the girls today up in Union, posted a 4-1 win over Union High School. That's an excellent win for them, playing up in against a 3A team, a strong 3A team.
So good win there for, hopefully the Wildcat volleyball team did well today. So a lot of stuff going on already. And the kickoff now will come from Park City. Kind of a shorter end over end. It's going to bounce down, taken by Santos right about the 12-yard line. He's trying to find some room, and he's going to be drugged down across the 20 at about the 23-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for South Summit. And drugged down there for Park City's number 26, Cody Jensen with the tackle. So South Summit will take over at the 23, 24-yard line on their first series of this second half.
We got a pretty good rainstorm coming now. It's going to probably change the face of this game a little bit here in the third quarter.
Yep, have to take a little more caution holding on to that ball. It'll start getting a little slick. Averett now. That's the way you play wet, cold weather football. You give it to Averett.
Absolutely.
He puts both arms around that ball. He churns away up the gut. He picks up 3 or 4 yards apiece. You burn clock. You win 28-zip, and you call it a good game. What do you say?
That's probably the safest play in our playbook right there.
Just hand it off to the 2A MVP and let him do his thing. Good marching lineman up front, giving us some good yardage.
We'll dry him off in the huddle.
Absolutely. All right, Ty Jones does it again. This time Averett's tripped up a little bit. He's only going to pick up 2. So better job there by the Miners as they'll bring up a third down situation for South Summit. It's 3rd and a long 3. Ball's at the 31-yard line. And South Summit burned off a minute already. 11:06 in this third quarter. And South Summit now will have a 3rd and short. It's generally where they like to go wide often as well, as they've gone to Averett 2 in a row. See if they can't be pinching this defense in, use some of that speed to kick it out, although pitching will be a little more of an adventure in this kind of weather. And this time it looks like Jonesy keeps it. He's going to be across the 35-yard line. He's going to pick up the first down. Good job by Ty Jones, like you said, maneuvering his way through a little seam. He finds one, dives in it, picks up 4. It'll be first down, South Summit.
I think there was a little confusion on that play. It looked like, as they were lining up, it looked like we had one of the players had to move over and shift to the other side of the formation. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jones just decided to tuck it himself if things weren't the way he liked it.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Picks up a nice first down on this series. They're going to go inside Averett. He's stuck up right there. Nice play there by number 35 for the Miners. That is Jonas Loyens. As he stood up Averett, which, Jeff, how often do you see that?
That does not happen very often. We won't see that happen very much.
You don't very often see Averett stood up and then driven back after no yardage on the play. So good play there by the linebacker from Park City, but he's a big kid himself.
He's a big boy, yeah. And I had to do a double take on the number. I wasn't actually sure that was Averett. I don't ever see him.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. So nice play by Park City. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 now. And now they're going to go back to Colby. This time he does slip down. Yeah. And so it's going to bring up 2 consecutive plays of no yardage and 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it's just going to be treacherous footing, and it's going to be treacherous footing for both teams, and that's what equals it out. We're just going to have to be careful and
stay away from big turnovers that lead to quick points. Can turn into a field possession, time burning kind of a half. And South Summit has run each time, so they've burned 3 minutes of this third quarter. Big third down play right here, 3rd and 10. Let's see if South Summit wants to put the ball in the air. They go to the counter, and they go to Tillett, and Tillett's going to find his way. First down. Tillett and Jones ran right into each other on the handoff, and after they went back and forth a couple of times, Tillett finally squirmed his way around, got through a little seam, picks up 12 yards, 1st and 10, South Summit.
That was a nice play by Tillett just to get back his momentum. He lost it all when he collided with Jones, but the hole opened up, and he squirted right through. Great job, as Tillett's had some good yardage running the football this game. That was a good first down there.
Absolutely. A couple of players for the
ball's on the ground.
Ooh, just talked about that. Slick ball, turnover. And luckily, South Summit's able to get back on top of it.
I'll tell you what, Ty Jones is demonstrating a little upper body strength there because he just yanked that away from the Park City kid. The Park City kid was first to the ball.
Whew. Do not want to have any turnovers, as this game by no means is free and clear in terms of winning this ball game. So 14-0 lead. Luckily it's a 2-score lead, but could very easily change with this kind of weather. And now Jones will pitch, and they go to Santos. Santos cuts it back, finds a little seam. He'll pick up about 7-8 yards. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line, and that'll bring up a 3rd and about 7 for South Summit. Number 11 for the Miners in on the tackle. That's Harrison Wakefield, who's been on a lot of tackles as well, having a good defensive game for the Miners. So 7:43 left in this third quarter. South Summit's across midfield into Park City territory. 7 yards to go for a first down. The first down marker's at the 42-yard line for the Miners. And so South Summit's gone to that counter quite a few times. I don't know if they can go to that well here. We'll see what they do. As now they're going to pitch left, and he's got some room. And Tillett cuts it back a little, breaks the tackle. Good job.
Excellent running.
Isaac Tillett, shifty as he's eluding defenders. And once again picks up the first down. He's across the 40 to 39, first down, South Summit.
He was a yard short on first contact and got the first down by 3 yards.
Great job there by the junior running back. He picks up some nice yardage. Wakefield again on the tackle. And it'll be 1st and 10 again as South Summit having a nice drive to start this third quarter. Picked up some good third down conversions. And now Santos will go in motion. And Jonesy keeps it.
Fake.
Nice fake. He's around the corner, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. Cross the 30. Nice job there by Ty Jones as he picks up about 11. It's going to be a first down at the 28, South Summit. You know it's a nice fake when everybody goes inside, and all of a sudden Jonesy pops out with that football to the left side.
Including the announcer. I totally bet that fake.
Well, it was nice because I liked how Santos, who normally goes in motion, got just about to where Jonesy is, then dove in and also blocked right there. I like that play. As now Jonesy's going to pitch out to Santos, and he's got room. Santos is around the corner. He's at the 20, the 15, across the 10, and Santos is driven inside the 5-yard line. Great job on the pitch from Jones to Santos. Good blocking downfield. It's 1st and goal, South Summit.
Ty Jones sold that play when he dipped in a little bit to draw the end in on him, and then he made the pitch out. He left himself a nice room. That's a senior quarterback play. That's something that he's developed over the time.
That's a beautiful play. No, early on, especially the beginning of last year, Jonesy had some scary little pitches, but they've all been right on the money tonight.
And he forces them to bite. He's not letting them stay neutral. He's
he knows
making them commit.
Yeah, you're right. He knows exactly when to get rid of it. He knows how to keep a guy from playing both offensive men. And it's 1st and goal, South Summit. As now on the right hash, Jones is going to keep it. He's trying to find a way in. A flag comes flying in as Jonesy got in and scored, but a penalty will probably bring that one back, and we had made it all the way down the field without one.
It was right at the center of the line.
Darn it.
Know.
That's got to be on offense. So we'll see what the call is. Tough break for the Wildcats, as that was a good sustained drive as they've held the ball 5 minutes and 20 seconds. And it's going to be a chop block on South Summit, and that's a big one.
Yeah, we saw a lot of those last year.
We did. 15-yard penalty will move the ball all the way back to the 20. So what was a 1st and goal at the 5 is now a 1st and goal at the 20.
We're going to need windshield wipers on this booth here the way it's raining. It's getting hard to see through the window.
Better that than on our faces, though.
True.
A little rainy up here at Camas, but a lot of fans sticking it out, a lot of umbrellas. I don't think I've ever seen as many umbrellas up here as they came prepared for a night of football to start off the season with a little rain. It's been a rainy August, and tonight is adding to that as South Summit now, 6:18 left, will go from the 20-yard line. And now Jonesy will come on the count. Nope, he's going to keep it, and he slipped down, and South Summit going in the wrong direction. As South Summit now loses 5 more, it's going to be 2nd down from the 25-yard line, goal to go.
You got to like that in your fan base where they come clean your windows for you.
Yep, Paul Coons helping us out there. Good work. He's scrubbing off that outside of that window so we can see. All right, Jeff, heading the wrong direction. Has been a good time in terms of burning clock. Need a big play here. 2nd and 25. In motion goes Tillett. Now Jonesy keeps, and he cuts it back. Got some good yardage. He's going to pick up about 12, 13 yards. He's across the 15, inside to the 13-yard line, so a much more manageable 3rd down. Good run by Ty Jones. 5:21 left in this 3rd quarter, and South Summit's got 14 yards to go to get into the end zone.
Well, we're digging ourselves holes, but we're digging ourselves out of them, and that shows a lot of character.
We have done a good job of that, especially on 3rd down. We've converted some big 3rd downs tonight, and this one would be as big as we've had. So 3rd and 14 for South Summit. 4:57 and counting in this 3rd quarter. Jones drops back. Got a little pressure. He goes on a little short one too. Tillett, I believe it is. Is it Tillett?
I can't see from here.
Anyway, he's driven out of bounds on a nice catch inside the 5-yard line to the 4. Clear on the opposite corner of the field. We're having a hard time with a number. Nope, it looked like it was Averett. So Averett catches the ball. And so it'll be 4th down now, 4 yards to go. And South Summit, we'll see if they decide to kick or go for it here. And in comes Haven Rockhill with a play.
Yeah, it looked like just a little screen to Averett on that one. They sold it. It was a good play. He just ran out of room as he was driving for the corner.
I like the play call there. Hadn't seen a screen tonight,
First
so
one,
good job. Yep. Right on the right hash. 4 yards to go. Big play right here as they go to Jonesy. Jonesy's trying to get in and give him the touchdown. It's really close. And the guy looks like he's standing on the 1-inch line. His right foot's on the goal line, it looks like. And Park City is going to hold South Summit out of the end zone by a fraction of an inch there. It's really close.
That was close.
Whew, tough break there for the Wildcats, but a nice, impressive drive. They march 79 yards and about 35 inches of the 36 they need.
Yeah, Earl's calling it 6 inches, but I think that's real generous. I think it's more like 2.
So Park City in a little bit of a precarious position on about their own 1-inch line, and now there's a flag. That's a good time to get a flag because there's nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
They'll move it back half the distance, which is a half inch.
Half an inch. They're going to need to go to the metric system to do this.
Have to get down into some centimeters now. Okay, so false start there on Park City. It'll bring up 1st down. No harm, no foul there because there's nowhere else to go back. So Mortz is going to keep it and goes up the center, and not much there.
I'm not even sure he got.
Woo, he may not have gotten out. Oh, barely.
Oh, jeez.
So no room there as Park City having a hard time getting out of there, back of there, right backed up to their goal line.
They got a player down on this one, too.
Looks like there's going to be a timeout on the field. We'll take our first timeout of this 3rd quarter. South Summit's leading 14-0. 4:19 left in this 3rd quarter. So it's going to be 3rd down now for, 2nd and 10. 2nd down for Park City. Still 10 yards to go. Ball real close to the goal line. As Park City takes gets a little timeout from the injury. And they're going to hand it. Well, Moritz is in trouble. He's throwing it around.
Somebody
and ball's
tipped
deflected there. Looked like Brady on the deflection. Got his big hands in there from the left defensive end spot. And it's going to bring up now 3rd and 10. That's going to be a tough spot to punt from because they're right out of distance from that snap. Let's see if South Summit can't hold him here to a little yardage.
We did see him hit an awful long pooch punt. So if he runs out and rolls to his right, that's where he's going to find some room.
I'd like to see him have to
He's going to hit the
work in that
goalpost.
little end zone. 10-yard end zone. What is it, 12 yard? How big is
10
the
yards.
end zone? 10-yard end
10
zone.
yards deep.
So there's not much room there to be able to get a snap off and a punt. All right, Moritz, little slant.
Oh,
nice
no.
play.
That was an
Great
excellent
play there by Park City. And I didn't see that one coming as Park City. I think was that the first completed pass of the game?
I think that's
it
the
is.
first completed pass. Yeah, they threw right into single coverage.
Huge play there as he goes on about an 12-yard dive in right there. Beautiful pass by Moritz, and they get out of the hole and move it out to the 15, 16-yard line. First down for Park City.
Yeah, their backs are against the wall to come up and pick up 16 yards on a wet field. That's a nice little play.
Moritz now again across the middle. No good this time as Park City man number 34 looking for a flag. That's Chandler Barkdole as he wanted some PI, but he was guarded there closely by a South Summit defender. I think it was Rockhill over there, number 11. Yep, that's Rockhill over there on that right corner spot doing a good job. As now Moritz is going to hand up off the middle, and no good in terms of getting much yardage. He's picking up maybe a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for Park City. So South Summit defense has always done a good job. He does get a good one off, a nice spinner. Santos picks it up on the bounce. Good job by Bracken as he's going to get the ball up too close to the 40-yard line. Probably saved 30 yards of field position as that ball bounced high. He picked it up on the big one and got about an 18, 19-yard return. That ball probably would have bounced another 10, 12 yards.
Yeah, it always you catch your breath when they catch him on the bounce, but he turned that into a nice exchange.
Number 21, Daniel Schoon on the tackle for Park City. So South Summit football inside the 45-yard line at the 43 of Park City. And South Summit now got a chance here to really put this one in some good hands. If they could march the ball down, score, 3-score lead with 1 quarter left would be ideal here. 2:26 left in the 3rd quarter. And South Summit really now controlling this line of scrimmage as well as this clock. As now they go back to Zimmerman. And Zimmerman, nice job on the counter. And Zimmerman will pick up 4, 5, 6 yards. He's out to the 37-yard line. Nice job, 6-yard pickup from Zimmerman, getting a chance to run the ball. It'll be 2nd and 4 for South Summit.
That's a good run from Quinn. He tucked it up and made good yardage heading to the north. He hit the guy nice and hard.
Tell you what, this team is very deep when it comes to back and skilled guys, and they can go to a lot of them. This time they'll pitch off to Zimmerman. Zimmerman now puts his head down. He's going to pick up a couple as Park City did a nice job of stringing that out. Number 11, Wakefield, first man there. He's going to have now a 3rd down and about 2 yards to go. Number 21 for Park City was in there to help as well. And that is Daniel Schoon again on a couple good plays. The last few plays here for Park City as Halen Rockhill will bring the play in for the Wildcats. 1:30 left in the 3rd quarter. South Summit with a 3rd and 2. And this one smells a lot like Colby Averett. We'll see if he gets it. And Ty Jones hands off to Averett. And Averett, there he is. Still going. And Averett breaking tackles. He's inside the 10 to the 5. He may score.
Just
and
at the 1.
Averett dives. He's going to be taken down at about the 1-yard line. Doesn't take a football genius to see that Averett's going to get that one, but
they had him tackled twice, and that's just not enough.
Averett, great job of breaking tackles as he really got stalled and held up 3-4 yards into that run. Next thing you know, he's sprinting out to the outside. It's 1st and goal South Summit, providing we stay out of a penalty here that bring us back.
Yeah, we're not this time.
Not this time. It's going to be Averett right up the gut right here. We'll see. 1 yard to go, and they go to Averett. Touchdown, South Summit. Beautiful job there for the South Summit offense. They go on a 45-yard drive, and they've now scored their 3rd touchdown of the game. It's a 20-0 lead for the Wildcats. Like we said, this is good chance, great weather to have somebody like Colby. You can just hand that ball off, and, even though you know it's coming, it's hard to stop. And I want to really complement that offensive line. I really think that was one question this team had, is a lot of them are pretty young in terms of experience, and they've done a great job on a much bigger Park City team up front.
They are much bigger, but and the weight room time that Coach Parker and the coaching staff has put in with these boys is paying off, because it's you got to be more than just big.
Absolutely. So great job, South Summit offensive line. Harley Georgie now is going to kick the extra point. Snap is down a little high, kicks up, and it's good. It's good. 21-0 lead, South Summit. 57.6 left in this third quarter. We'll take a break as South Summit now controlling this game. Impressive third quarter for South Summit as they held the ball, I'll bet, for 10 of those 12 minutes and really took the breath out of that defense as they just punch it down the field. Averett running downhill, gets the touchdown, his second of the night. It's a 21-0 lead as Harley Georgie will kick off for South Summit, a low liner.
Oh.
It hits an up man about the 16-yard line, number 45. And he'll bring it up across the 45 or the 25 to the 26-yard line. Number 45 for Park City is Andrew Davidowski.
It's nice to see that sustained drive like we just saw. You've got a team that you beat 44-0 last year. You're coming in your first game. It was good to see our boys able to focus, concentrate, and just steadily push the ball down the field.
Yep, they did a great job. Ethan Miles on another good special teams tackle as Park City now on a right run across the 38, 39-yard line. That's number 27, Pellegrin. He picks up good yardage. One of the longest runs of the night as he gets, about 12-yard gain. Ball's out to the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Park City.
Yeah, they blocked that one well. They had guys out in front of the ball, and then they took care of it.
So Moritz trying to get something going offensively. Unable to score thus far. Oh, a lot of movement up front. Two men moving.
Their end is offsides. 56.
That'll be a penalty on Park City. We'll march them back 5. So that'll take the ball back to the 34-yard line. Park City will now have a 1st and 15. So certainly not something that Park City needs, trying to sustain a drive down 3 scores. They're going to have to score about each time they touch the ball here with about 2-3 possessions left. This time Pellegrin gets the little handoff up the middle, and he does a nice job of getting 7-8 yards out of what would really not a lot of room there.
No, that should have been a 5 or 6 yard loss, and he just had to find his way, thread his way out.
Good job, number 27 for South Summit in on a tackle, Luke Sidaway. So it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Miners. Ball at the 42-yard line. Some point, Moritz is going to have to start throwing the ball a little bit more as the buzzer sounds on this third quarter. South Summit with a 3-touchdown lead, leading now 21-0. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. All right, 12 minutes left in this game. Fourth quarter just about to start. Moritz in the shotgun. 2nd and 8 as he hands the ball off left to Pellegrin, trying to cut his way back. And he's tackled there from behind on a great pursuit tackle there by number 66, Chris Costona, on a nice to the first down. Good run there by Grayson Maddox. Nice job. He's close to the first down. Looks like he's going to get it. Ball's going to be set right up midfield. It'll be 1st and 10 for South Summit. So
the offenses are quite a bit similar when you watch Park City's offense and our offense together. They run on similar formations. They run a lot of similar plays.
All right, Moritz now will go to Pellegrin. He breaks the tackle deep in the backfield, but he's driven back and doing a good job there. South Summit, a lot of guys in the backfield for the Wildcats as Sidaway and others there.
That was a fumble there.
Was that a fumble?
I think they stripped the ball right out of Pellegrin's. It was hard to tell because he went the other way, but they pulled the ball right out of his hands.
Great job, South Summit. Turnover gets another fumble. What is that? The third fumble of the night South Summit has come up with, so the ball will turn over hands.
Yeah, that was a flat strip. He just took it right from him.
10:47 left now with South Summit. We'll get a chance to burn more clock, and that may, barring catastrophe here, do it for South Summit as they're up 3 big with Colby Aver running downhill. He's going to pick up 4 or 5 yards.
At this point, Park City's going to need our help.
Absolutely. They've got to get turnovers because you're going to see a lot of that. And 4, 5, 6, 7 yards a pop will burn some clock. Ball crosses midfield. It's down to the Park City 47-yard line. And to my knowledge, I don't believe Park City or South Summit has put anyone else in that Averett running back spot all night, have they?
I've not seen it, no.
I'd be anxious to see who they go to when they need somebody to spell Colby, and it's probably not far off after this drive maybe. Now they're going to come back to Tillett. Tillett trying to find way, and South Summit is going to pick up about 2-3 more yards. And Park City doing a good job pursuing Tillett this time on that counter as they've been taught to read that and look for it. And now it'll be 3rd down and 4 for South Summit. And Halen Rockhill will come in bringing the play for the Wildcats. And I'm sure South Summit going to do something reasonably cautious here. Like you said, we don't want to help them out with something cheap and quick that can lead to some points. So I'm sure we'll go right here to Jones, who keeps it. He's got good running room. He's broken a couple tackles, and Jones is to 20, to the 15. He's pushed out at about the 11, 12-yard line. Great run by Ty Jones. And number 33 for Park City drives him out of bounds. That's Preston Cervantes. It's going to be 1st and 10 for South Summit at the 13. And great run by the senior quarterback, Ty Jones. He picks up about 30 yards on the play.
Just demonstrates our quickness.
Absolutely.
In the backfield. When we get a little open field, we can burn up some yards quick.
A couple of Park City guys had a chance to trip him up, but Ty Jones able to keep his feet moving. And Jones now trying to get South Summit into the end zone one more time. He's going to pass this time. He's going up high to Brady and let him into the inside of the field just a little too much as Brady was open there, but unable to connect, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it was over the wrong shoulder.
Yep.
I'm not sure whether Brady turned the wrong way or Ty just threw it on the wrong side of him, but he was there.
Yeah, that Brady provides a nice tight end looking kind of a player. Big
target.
Big target that can block well up on that line, can sneak out on a pass play from time to time. So making a deep offense even deeper as they go to Averett now, and Averett's going to be tripped up almost at the line of scrimmage. So good job again by Park City.
Well, Averett's going to see a lot of that this year. He's no surprise to anybody. They're going to be keying on him in every play, and there's going to be a lot of people waiting for him.
Absolutely. And like you said, those interior 7-8 men for Park City, none of them are slight of build. I mean, they're good, big-looking kids. And so South Summit's got a long 2nd and 10. They pitch out wide. And Park City will pick up the turnover as Jones pitched to Tillett. Tillett unable to handle it. slips out of his hands, and it goes to Park City. And not sure who got on it, hard to see, but it'll be Park City turnover. And they'll get the ball back at the 15-yard line. So still holding on to life. 8:34 left in this quarter.
Yeah, they were kind of close together on that pitch. You know, those short pitches are kind of hard to catch. The rain's picked up again, and it's coming down. You can see it across the field.
Yep.
That was a tough one for Isaac to handle.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 Miners. Moritz got to get something going quickly. There's going to be a timeout. So we'll take one as well. South Summit in control, leading by 3 scores, 21-0, 8:34 remaining. .834 remaining. Drizzly wet night here in Camas. South Summit leading 21-0. Moritz dropping back to pass. He's in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Sacked there behind the line of scrimmage by South Summit as a flag comes flying in.
Again, our penetration has just negated their ability to pass. They just can't do it.
And there's a lot of quick linemen in there. They're not huge linemen, but they're effective linemen, and they're able to shed lineman blocks. So unfortunately, it looks like there's going to be a face mask penalty on the Wildcats, so that's going to negate a good sack by the Wildcats. So it looks like just a 5-yard version. Just barely glanced on that face mask. So Moritz now's got a 1st down, and he's going to throw across the middle. Nice play, broken up there by Halen. Halen Rockhill was right there. Looked like he reached around, knocked the ball down. Looks like the side judge on the Park City side probably had coaches in his ear.
Yeah.
Anyway, they throw the flag on Rockhill. Looked like a good play from our vantage point, but we see a lot of good things on the green side. So Park City will get another break. Consecutive penalties on the Wildcats. That'll give them a 1st down. It'll march the ball out to the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Miners.
Yeah, you know, on that play, our defender is on our side of the field, so we couldn't see it from the Park City side where the referee was looking right at the receiver, so maybe there was a hand in there.
Yeah, maybe he reached around that left hand. Looked like a nice play.
Clean.
So Moritz now.
Big pressure.
Little dump pass across the middle. Little confusion as 2 Park City men were crossing right there about 5-6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. At any rate,
that was good pressure on Moritz. He was on his back as soon as the ball left his hand. Again, we had 2-3 players in his face, hands up on the pass rush. You like to see that. That's good fundamental football.
Bring up 2nd and 10 now. 8:07 left. Clock stopped with the incomplete pass. Moritz continues to go in the shotgun. 3-man wide to the left. And he's going to look up the middle of the field. He's hit as the ball comes out, and Daxton Hansen almost able to get that deflected pass as Moritz was hammered as he tried to throw that ball, and that ball popped right up into the air about 15 yards into the South Summit defense. Hansen almost gets the pick. Once again, good defensive pressure by that front line of South Summit. It'll bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, Moritz is taking a shot every time.
He's
slower and slower
to
get up. Yeah, he's
and Moritz comes with the draw. Good draw from Park City. Nice room, and Maddox is crushing, and Maddox could go all the way. Hansen trying to chase him down, and Daxton will dive and not get him. And Maddox goes the distance. Maddox with a 67-yard run as Daxton Hansen had a chance to get him, unable to bring him down. And Maddox gets the 1st points of the night for Park City and keeps this game alive with a great run there on a good call from the Park City staff on a draw. It was wide open. He broke it through, and Hansen unable to track him down, although he had a nice effort. Outran him a bit, just unable to get him to the ground, and now Park City will have a chance to make this a 2-score game. So the kick is going to be blocked, no good. So it's a 15-point lead for the Wildcats as the shutout's gone, and the Miners still fighting hard, trying to stay in this ball game.
That was an excellent play call, but you wonder why it took them so long to call the draw since we've been having such a strong pass rush for three straight
it was
quarters.
the perfect call. You're expecting a lot of screens or a lot of draws with so many linemen coming so hard. So 7:46 left. South Summit now needs to just put a good sustained drive and run some clock, put this thing to bed. So nice job there by Park City. Stay in this thing, get some points on the board.
Yeah, they've certainly proven they're not the same team that came up here to Camas last year. That team has changed into somewhere. They've got a lot of fight in them. They're not giving up. Even when we were up 21, you could tell they were still in this game. There was nobody hanging their head. They were just looking for their opportunity. It's good to see this program turning around for Park City.
Well, they play in the upper end of the 3A. There's a 3AA and there's a 3A. And being one of the bigger 3A schools, dividing that 3A section up a bit, Park City plays in a tough league.
Yeah, they play San Juan and
they're
it's not San Juan, it's Juan Diego.
Yeah, they're in the Juan Diego League, and a lot of pretty big 3A schools that they compete with in terms of football. So it's good to see them being more competitive and making a good game out of this one. So kickoff coming from the Miners. South Summit just needs to take care of the football, get both arms around it on a wet night. And nice high, deep kick from Park City. It's going to be taken at about the 15 by Tillett.
Tillett's going to
move. And he's got some good yardage. He got one more.
He's going to go.
Tillett could go. Tillett's at the 40. He's at the 30. No one will catch him, and it's and here comes a flag. Give me a break. A flag all the way back here, 30 yards behind the play, and we're going to get this one called back. Isaac Tillett on a heck of a run. Outruns the Park City cover team, and we'll see if something miraculous happens. You cannot throw a flag 30 yards behind with nothing of consequence. Great run there by Isaac Tillett.
Coach Parker's not happy about that flag. You can see he's explaining his position to the referee.
Jeez. Blocking the back on South Summit. Unbelievable. As Isaac Tillett had a great run on some good blocking, opened up a nice hole for him on the special teams return team.
You hate to see that.
That's unbelievable. When you got the ball at the 10-yard line and an official's throwing a penalty back at the 45-yard line. So that's a spot foul. They'll move it back 10. Ball's at about he's starting at the 49. I'm not sure where he thinks it happened. But that's a tough one. That one would have sealed the deal. So the ball will be placed at the 49-yard line. Great return there by the South Summit team. Isaac Tillett outrunning several Park City men to get to the end zone, but that'll give South Summit a chance to burn a little more clock here. Let's go score anyway after taking off about 4 or 5 minutes. All right, Ty Jones now. Continuing to run this offense. In motion goes Tillett. They hand off to Averett. Good yardage there by Averett. He's still on his feet. Spinning and churning for 13 yards. Ball's down to the 37-yard line. First down, South Summit.
Boy, his balance is something. He was running full speed, got spun around 360 with somebody hanging on him and just kept going forward. He probably picked up another 7-8 yards after that.
Yeah, he's got to have big yardage tonight. If not 100, very close to it. On the tackle for Park City, number 34, Barksdale. And now the pitch to Isaac Tillett. He cuts it left, not much room. He's going to try to spin it back. If he can get to the corner, he's got a chance. Now he goes again.
Oh, he's in trouble now.
Now he goes down, decides to go down. Isaac Tillett ran 40 yards, but ends up losing about a 13 yards on the play. He's back at midfield. Got to applaud his effort. He finally said enough's enough after losing 13, so it'll be now second and long for South Summit back at the 50-yard line.
Now, Park City knew that one. They read that play well. They were waiting for him. It was a little reverse action there, and they had it all.
They were waiting for him. So 6:33 left on the clock. South Summit leading by 15. Clock continuing to run. Big ally of the Wildcats right now is Ty Jones. Will send in motion. He'll come back to Tillett again, and Tillett will pick up a couple. Ball out to about the 47-yard line where it'll bring up 3rd and long. This is a tough call right here.
Yeah.
You'd like to try something to get that first down, but starts getting a little precarious. So he gets dropping back, could get hit from behind, possible interception. A lot of things can go wrong. My guess is we'll go to something a little safer. Maybe a screen, maybe a draw. We'll see what happens here for South Summit. 5:46 left in the ball game.
We've got to manage it that we don't need the touchdown, but they do. So we've got to make sure that we keep that from happening.
So we'll see what the call is. And in motion goes Zimmerman. Flags fly. Must have had 2 in motion. We'll move him back. Oh, delay. Delay a game for South Summit. 5-yard penalty. Now the ball's back into South Summit territory at the 47-yard line. So from the 47, need to get to the Park City 27. So long ways to go here.
Long ways.
25 yards to go. Now I'm sure they're dropping back. Going across. Oh, nice ball there from Ty Jones. Good pass on a little post route to Halen Rockhill. Unable to come down with it. It'll bring up 4th down. South Summit will be in a punting situation.
Yeah, that ball was pretty well thrown. It's a wet night. I think that just sort of slipped right through his hands. That'd be a tough catch on a night like tonight.
He jumped up for the ball. It was a little high. Rockhill made a good attempt at it, but
Ty had some pace on it.
Yes, he did. Zipped it right in there. So Ty Jones will be back to is that Ty back to punt?
I think that's Ty.
Nope, different punter. Little end over end is going to be fielded at the 22-yard line, and nice job on the tackle there. Who is that? 27, Luke Siddaway. Great job getting downfield. Beautiful tackle. Keeps Park City from advancing that ball. It'll be Park City football. 4:56 left now in the ball game. And Park City still hanging alive. They get the stop they need with a little help from the officials on what was an Isaac Tillett touchdown. Now turns into a punt. And Park City's got a chance now to put this thing to 1 score.
Now, if we had 2 touchdowns called back tonight, I think that was the second one. So we've had 14 points taken off the board.
And Pellegrin with a nice run. He's across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Number 44, Daxton Hansen, trails him down. And so it'll be now, you get to the 1st down. He's close. Looks like they're moving the chains. It'll be 1st down for Park City. Certainly can't give up 10, 12 chunks of run.
No, they're getting a good push. Park City is still fighting to win this ball game.
They are. They got a little momentum going here. So clock running at 4:37 now. Moritz now. Hands off, and he's tripped up in the backfield. Good play by number 25, Georgie, as well as number 32, Averett.
Yep, Averett was trailing that play and caught him as he got to Georgie.
Like Thomas Pace in there helping out as well. Good job. South Summit defense. 4:12 left and still counting. Loss of yardage there will bring up now 2nd and 15. Ball at the 32-yard line.
They're not going to the huddle now, Park City.
In the hurry-up. Moritz trying to find something. He's trying to scramble, and he's going to be drugged down right there by Daxton Hansen on the sack. Good job, Daxton Hansen. Following Moritz the whole way.
Yep. Excellent play. Once the pocket collapsed and Moritz came out, we were there. There was nowhere for him to go. He just could run down the line of scrimmage, but he wasn't going to get any gain out of that one.
Good job of containing him because Moritz has had times when he's scrambled for big yardage. That time Hansen right there to prevent it. It's going to bring now 3rd and about 12. 3:24 and counting. Pellegrin goes in motion. They hand off to him. He cuts it back. He's inside for a good gain of about 5 or 6, but falls short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. We'll see if Park City's going to go for it.
Looks like they're running a punt team out.
You can't really punt here if you're still planning on winning. You're not going to get the ball enough chances back. We'll see. Obviously, you're going to be on the lookout for something on a fake,
Yeah,
something
you
tricky.
think they might try to trick something here.
It's almost like if you're going to do a trick when people are planning on it, you might as well just run a good offensive play.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
He's looking.
He's going to punt it.
And he punts it away.
Line drive.
And a line driver, great punt. And that ball rolls all the way down to about the 10-yard line. Great punt. But I don't think a punt's what Park City needs right now. They choose to punt it. 2:33 left. It'll be South Summit football. All right, 2:33 left in this ball game. South Summit gets the ball from the punt. Ball's at about the 10-yard line, and they hand off inside. Looks like Ty Jones keeps it. He's going to lose about a yard, and it'll bring up 2nd and 12 for the Wildcats. Number 36 for the Miners in on the tackle. And that is Gates Lamb on the tackle for the Miners. Just inside 2 minutes now left in the ball game. Jones hands up to Averett. Averett picks up good yardage. He's out to the 15-yard line. He's going to pick up about 5, and it'll bring up 3rd and 5. And Park City will take a timeout. We'll check on a few more scores here. We got a minute.
7 when we go back.
North Summit is going to beat Altamont 40-0. North Sevier at the end of 3 up 35-13. Beaver now trailing Canyon View by 9 at the end of 3. Enterprise up 25-0 over Diamond Ranch. Summit Academy beating Emory 27-7 at halftime. South Sevier 22-0 over Gunnison close to the end. Kanab still trailing Richfield by 6 at the end of 3. Parowan all over Milford 40-0. Juab 14-0 lead on Millard. So some good games around the state. And this has turned into be a pretty good game here as well tonight. 1:51 left. Ty Jones now still in the shotgun. He gets the snap. He's going to pitch out to Zimmerman. Great play there out on the left corner from Park City.
Yeah, Park City played that one perfectly.
That's number 21 for the Miners, doing a great job of staying at home. That's Daniel Schoon.
Park City seems to have gotten a little control over their pursuit. They're not overrunning the play as much anymore, and they're starting to turn us back.
So another timeout. That's 2 they've taken now. 1:43 left. So as we look ahead, next week we got another tough game against a good 3A school on the road, Morgan. So South Summit doing a good job scheduling some good teams that will.
Yeah, that'll be a good barometer to go up to Morgan and to play them at their home field. You know, that was a real close game with them last year. Came right down to the wire. It'll be a good telltale for our season.
Yeah, Morgan was beaten last year in the semis of 3A. So they're always a tough team, and it's been quite a good little series with Morgan and South Summit the last few years. Several tight games in a row. South Summit finally getting a win last year and like to get one on the road next week. So join team down in Morgan next week if you'd like to travel down there, see a good football game. 1:43 left in this one. As South Summit in a punting situation, need to get a good snap, good punt, nice end over end. It's going to be a fair caught right there at midfield. Whew. Had a lot of running room to fair catch one there.
Did.
Pellegrin had no one within about 10, 12 yards of him.
And he's their go-to guy. We've been calling he's the only one who's really been getting the ball the whole fourth quarter. I'm surprised he fair caught that one.
Yeah. Wanted a safe bet, I guess. 1:36 left. Moritz is going to have to get the ball going on the air They need 2 scores. They need 1 2-pointer to tie this thing up on the extra points. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And Moritz is going to throw a quick one out to the right side, and he'll be able to get out of bounds with a nice surge. Good job there on the pass and run for Park City. They're going to pick up the first down. Ball's going to be out close to the 30-yard line. We'll see where they mark it.
Yeah, let's see where they mark it.
Oh, back at the 34. Must have stepped out. First down anyway. Got out of bounds. Stops the clock.
He showed good speed on that sideline.
He did. I thought he was only going to pick up 3 or 4, and he had a nice little zip. Get it going. They do the same thing on the left side. This time Pellegrin unable to bring it in. You saw his head turn upfield before that ball got there, and he's unable to catch it. Stops the clock with 1:24 left. It'll be 2nd and 10. At some point, Park City is going to have to throw the ball down the field.
Ball in the end zone with
34 yards to go for Park City. Need a quick score and an onside kick. Try to make this thing close. Now they'll go to the draw automatics, and he's going to be drugged from behind. Great job, South Summit. Not fooled this time. Hanson there, as well as, looks like 66 Costona. Great job on the Wildcats, waiting in position for that draw. They lose 5. Ball's all the way back to the 40 now. 3rd down. Clock continuing to run. Park City has 1 timeout left. South Summit has all 3 of theirs. So 3rd and 15. Big play here for Moritz as he's going to drop back. He's got time. Now he's running out of it as he should have gotten rid of it as South Summit comes in. Ethan Miles, Chris Costona there to sack Moritz, and that may do it. 38 seconds left, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, you said he had time, and he did, but it doesn't last long.
It doesn't last long as Park City's content to let this clock run, and it looks like they're going to concede. So South Summit's going to pick up a big win. 21-6 lead, and 4th down could be the last play here for Park City as Moritz will try one up the field, and it's going to fall incomplete with 12 seconds left. South Summit will take over, and they'll get their first win of the season. The number 1 ranked team in 2A holds it home against a much better and much improved Park City team from last year. So congratulations to the coaching staff over at Park City, making good strides over the last year and put out a good team there today. South Summit able to do their thing, running the ball, playing good defense, using that speed and experience, getting good play from their offensive line, an inexperienced offensive line that's got to show good signs tonight against a much bigger line from Park City. So South Summit in victory formation. Jeff, good one to start.
Yeah, a good win. You want to win your opener as it is, but then you want to win your opener against a bigger, stronger, or not stronger, obviously, but a bigger team. That's a great way to start your season. Roll into Morgan next week. Keep it going.
Absolutely. 2 big, tough games here to start this season. They got 1 down on a nice win from Park City. So thanks for joining us tonight. South Summit's going to win behind 2 big runs from Colby Averett. Nice run there by Isaac Tillett in there to pick up the 3rd score, and it's a 21-6 lead and win for the Wildcats tonight. So congratulations to the South Summit Wildcats. They go to 1-0 on the season and will travel to Morgan for a tough one next week. So thanks for joining us tonight. Thanks to our cameraman who've been standing out there, Quinn Calder.
Just him.
And he was out taking one for all of us out in the rain, managing the camera. We appreciate him. Thanks to Jeff Greiner and his work here in the booth with the technology for helping us out with the audio. And thank you to my son Dalen helping me spot defenders and tacklers tonight. And good way to start. 21-6 lead and win for the Wildcats tonight. We'll talk soon. Thanks for joining us for Wildcat Sports. And we'll see you next time at home here in 2 weeks, I believe, against
we're home against ALA.
ALA in 2
September
weeks.
5th.
All right, join us then.